Hey guys, welcome to the channel. This is Sig Vision Graphics. My name's Caesar, and today's video we're discussing about how to clean your screens so you're able to use the same screen for repeated jobs. This is one of our repeat customers, ENA Construction. They do get polyester t-shirts printed, so I do need to clean this screen. So I'm going to show you what I do and how to make sure that you don't destroy the stencil. All right, stay tuned. Alright guys, so real quick, I'm just going to go over the materials. Now one good tip, okay, write this down. Buy baby wipes, okay, because you can get 200 or 100 for $2, $3. Instead of buying the tub of whites or shop towels, which can range $20+ and you only get like 70 sheets. Guys, you can get 100 to 200 to 300 wipes in one packet for less than $5. As far as spatulas, guys, I don't recommend you using metal spatulas because these metal edges sometimes can cut through your mesh. I like to use either plastic ones because they're flexible, or you can also use a rubber silicone type. Now this one does have a metal piece, metal rod inside, so it's not as bendable as this one. Obviously gloves because it's going to get messy. And we also have the Easy Solve 110, which is like a press wash. It's very good to degrease the screen, so it does loosen up the ink a lot. And then the baby wipes, guys. So the baby wipes are the key item to clean your screens. So let's go ahead and clean it up. All right, guys. So excuse the fan. There is some background noise, but hopefully you can hear me well with the microphone. So let's go ahead and let's clean the screen. My main focus is really the print area. Obviously you want to align your screen, lock it down. All right guys, so another thing that I like to do is I like to put something underneath so my palette doesn't get soaked with the chemical. This is just a microfiber cloth. It's fine. So whenever I do spray it, it's not going to soak up so much into the palette. So you want to use your press wash, and again I just grab a couple of wipes, guys, and just make sure to clean your artwork, your stencil. So, and you start to see that your stencil is more open. I don't know if you can see, but there's like some ink that's left on there. I probably should have cleaned this when I was finished the first round or the first time, because you don't want to leave any ink on the stencil. It could dry up, especially if it gets hot in your shop or your garage. The ink can almost cure. It doesn't really cure, but it'll kind of stiffen up and it'll be hard to remove. So guys, I'm putting very medium to light pressure on the screen because I do want to make sure I'm washing through the open mesh. But you want to be careful not to tear your stencil, right? So and try not to use a scrubber, again, like one of these. So this will probably start to break your stencil. If you do use this, you're probably going to start to tear away your stencil because this is pretty rough. You want to use something more gentle. So guys, you want to be careful on which side your stencil is facing. The underside here is where all the emulsion gets pushed out. And so when I burn my screen, this is where the volume is at, right? So this is where you can kind of feel the bumps, you can feel the emulsion. And this is where I'm trying to be careful because I don't want to be too rough on this side, because then I start to tear the edges of my stencil. Again, guys, on this side, I'm just trying to be very gentle. I want to clean any ink. You can see the orange is part of the emulsion. So little by little, it starts to destroy your emulsion. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's like orange. So little by little, your screen will, you're kind of destroying your screen each time you clean it. As far as how many times you can use the same screen, it all just depends, right? It depends on the type of emulsion, how much emulsion you put on it, what type of ink you're using, if it's water-based. There's a lot of factors, guys, but I can tell you right now that this screen, I've probably used it within 6 to 8 times already. We try to be more gentle on this side. You can see there's not much coming out now. Alright guys, so moving to my next screen, I'm not so worried about the placement because we can always adjust that. So I'm just going to go ahead and put it on the press. This screen is not so bad compared to the white one, obviously, because white ink is always thicker, right? So it's going to be harder to remove. Let me go ahead and clean this one more time. And I'm not going to show the underside, guys. You guys have already seen it with the other. But I'm getting a lot of the ink. I'm getting a lot of the ink out on the underside because I try to push. When I clean, I try to push the cleaner into the mesh so it'll soak through. I think this is good enough. So, all right, guys. So thank you so much for watching. I had to turn off the fan. It's hot in here, so that was the background noise. Was the fan? But guys, thank you so much for watching the video. This is how I clean my screens. I work with what I have. There's no official way, guys, on how to clean your screens. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to leave that on the video. You can find me all over social media. One more tip, guys, is watch the Shirt Show on YouTube or hear their podcast. I listen to them on Spotify. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get started with this job. And we'll catch you on the next video, guys. Thank you for watching.